So how do we break out of this mode? If you didn't have to spend the time firefighting, you could take all that time off your plate, what would you do? What would it mean to you? If you were able to get rid of all the firefighting stuff, what would it actually mean to you? You'd be more productive, right? I'd be able to get projects done. I'd be able to spend time really making sure the projects go flawless and we have seamless execution, right? Maybe more testing, more planning, getting strategic, spending time with our business instead of spending time with technology and IT. For the last decade, experts have been telling us the way you get back that time, the way you get out of being in this firefighting mode every single day is that you have to do something called alignment. You have to align your organization. IT has to be aligned with business. You ever hear anyone say finance needs to be aligned with the business? No, not too often, right? Why does all of a sudden IT have to be aligned with the business? Because fundamentally, in most organizations, there's a disconnect. IT is a silo within the business in most organizations. It's not meshed into it. So the idea behind alignment, like we see here in this graphic, that we have misalignment in the organization. And what we do is we do small things to try to pull into alignment. Anyone have back injuries ever? Just kind of show your hands if you ever had back problems. When your back doesn't work right, does it change your life? Reaching over to grab the remote to flip the channel hurts. Getting up to get a can of Coke from the refrigerator and a bag of chips so I can watch my New England Patriots win hurts. Going to work hurts. It is painful. I know many, many people. It seems like when someone hurts their back bad, they're never right again. They go through therapy. They go to massage therapy. They go to a chiropractor. They have surgery. But they're in pain almost forever. It's almost hard to fix. Well, what they try to do is align the back. They don't fix the root cause. The root cause is not that it's unaligned. The root cause is that muscles that support the spine aren't strong enough to support the spine. So if we really want to get better, we do need to do things like lose weight, exercise, strengthen the core, the stomach and back muscles. We need to get our body so it supports a perfect alignment. We have to fuse the whole body together in a holistic manner to solve this problem. Surgery alone doesn't solve it. It may alleviate the major pain point, but it doesn't solve the problem. So what do we do? If we say that alignment doesn't work, what do we do differently? Well, Atrion believes that alignment is dead and fusion is in. That's what we fundamentally believe. The way we have to think about integrating IT into our business is just different. It's not an alignment strategy. It's how do we fuse it so we become essential. We become part of the entire business. I'm not sure if people heard Chris Poe's discussion last year, if you were at the last year's Always On Symposium, or if you've been on some of the webinars. But Chris Poe tells a story of when you go out and meet IT professionals. No matter what business they work for, and you say, what do you do for work? They all say IT. However, I go out and I talk to other people, they say, oh, we're in banking, we're in manufacturing, we're in... Are the IT people fused into the business? No, they think of themselves as separate of the business. They're in a whole different area. We have to become one with the business. So we talk about fusion. What does fusion really mean? So the first definition of fusion, this is off Wikipedia. It's a merger of two divorced or distinct separate elements into one unified whole. We have IT here, which is separate. We have business over here that's separate. Bringing those two organizations together, we have a unified whole, working towards common goals, common objectives, common mission, common purpose. Sounds like it would be a little bit better. Does that sound good? The second definition is one I'm really excited about. I believe that when you fuse IT into the business, it changes the dynamics. Not only do we fuse the two things together and we have a unified whole working towards a common purpose, but we take these two things, we bring them together, and the result of bringing them together and fusing them creates energy. It creates an enormous amount of energy that allows us to propel our businesses into the next generation, helps us transform our businesses into the next wave. So when we think about fusion, what are some of the things that IT has to start logically thinking about to become more fused with business, because business is not going to come to us and say, fuse with us. They don't understand our language at all. We speak a foreign language. Whenever they talk to us, they walk away more confused than they walked in to sit down with us in most cases. So we have to reach out to the business community. That's first and foremost. So we have to change our perspective. We need to be able to go out to the business and be part of that conversation. Do you think the average IT practitioner is savvy in talking to a business professional about business? Probably not. They're talking bits and bytes and TCP/IP addresses, and they're talking about, ACLs and all this kind of stuff that business doesn't understand. And business is talking about, how do I grow my sales? What's my rate of return? What is all these terms that are foreign to IT. So the first thing we have to do is we have to understand IT has to learn a new language. We have to learn the language of business. We have to bring that language into IT so that we can communicate.